대한민국 영어 감잡기 프로젝트 데미안으로 하는 너쉬영북 시간입니다. 이번 시간은 7강 리딩이고요. 25쪽에서 27쪽까지 노랑하고 옐로우 그린으로 표시된 부분입니다. 7강에서는 주절, 종속절 모두에서 좀 구분하기 어려운 주어와 동사에만 하이라이트를 했습니다. 자, 읽겠습니다. I was glad when my father took me to task for my muddy boots. It diverted his attention by sidestepping the real issue and placed me in a position to endure reproaches that I could secretly transfer to the other, the more serious offense. A strange new feeling overcame me at this point, a feeling that stung pleasurably. I felt superior to my father. Momentarily, I felt a certain loathing for his ignorance. His upbraiding me for muddy boots seemed pitiful. If he only knew, crossed my mind as I stood there like a criminal being cross-examined for a stolen loaf of bread when the actual crime was murder. It was an odious, hostile feeling, but it was strong and deeply attractive, and shackled me more than anything else to my secret and my guilt. I thought Cromer might have gone to the police by now and denounced me, that thunderstorms were forming above my head, while all this time they continued to treat me like a little child. This moment was the most significant and lasting of the whole experience. It was the first rent in the holy image of my father. It was the first fissure in the columns that had upheld my childhood, which every individual must destroy before he can become himself. The essential line of our fate consists of such invisible experiences. Such fissures and rents grow together again, heal, and are forgotten. But in the most secret recesses, they continue to live and bleed. I immediately felt such dread of this new feeling that I could have fallen down before my father and kissed his feet to ask forgiveness. But one cannot apologize for something fundamental, and a child feels and knows this as well and as deeply as any sage. I felt the need to give some thought to my new situation, to reflect about what I would do tomorrow, but I did not find the time. All evening, I was busy getting used to the changed atmosphere in our living room. Wall clock and table, Bible and mirror, bookcase and pictures on the wall were leaving me behind. I was forced to observe with a chill in my heart how my world, my good, happy, carefree life was becoming a part of the past, was breaking away from me, and I was forced to feel how I was being shackled and held fast with new roots to the outside, to the dark and alien world. For the first time in my life, I tasted death, and death tasted bitter, for death's birth is fear and dread of some terrible renewal. I was glad when I finally lay in my bed. Just before, as my last torment, I had to endure evening prayers. We had sung a hymn, which was one of my favorites. I felt unable to join in, and every note galled me. And my father intoned the blessing when he finished with, God be with us. Something broke inside me, and I was rejected forever from this intimate circle. God's grace was with all of them, but it was no longer with me. Cold and deeply exhausted, I had left them. When I had lain in bed a while, enveloped by its warmth and safety, my fearful heart turned back once more in confusion and hovered anxiously above what was now past. My mother had said good night to me as always. I could still hear her steps resound in the other room. The candle glow still illuminated the chink in the door. Now I thought, now she'll come back once more. She has sensed something. She'll give me a kiss and ask kindly with a promise in her voice. And then I will weep. Then the lump in my throat will melt. Then I will throw my arms around her. And then all will be well. I will be saved. And even after the chink in the door had gone dark, I continued to listen and was certain that it simply would have to happen. 자, 여기까지 오늘 읽었습니다. 오늘 영상이 여러분이 영어의 감을 잡는 데 도움이 된다면 구독, 좋아요로 알려주세요. 더 좋은 영상을 만드는 데 큰 힘이 될 것입니다. 감사합니다.